Hello everyone and welcome back in. We are going to take a little tour of my sketchbook today, my second sketchbook. And you may recognize some of them because I've done tutorials on quite a few of the images that I have in here. And if you want to follow along with any of those, I actually have a sketchbook playlist, and you'll also see the tour that I did of my first sketchbook. I also want to talk to you about sketchbooks. I want to know what you think of them because I have heard many artists say how they think sketchbooks should be and what their purpose is. And I think my method is maybe a little bit different, which could just be because I'm new to sketchbooks. Maybe I will be like everybody else at a later time. We will see, but I'll be interested to hear your thoughts on that. Okay, let me turn my camera around. We'll flip through the book and have a little chat about sketchbooks. Okay, this is my second sketchbook that I told you about. And this, I'm going to tell you, I think it's 5 by 5, or excuse me, 5.5 by 5.5, but I will put it on the screen if I'm incorrect on that. It says that it's a watercolor sketchbook or watercolor journal. I'm not sure what it called it, but it did not perform the way I expected it to perform. I'm not trying to give a bad review for Hanamola because I know people love them, but I will say this is not their 100% cotton. I thought that's what I ordered, but I must have clicked the wrong thing. So anyway, let's just flip on through. My first page, daffodils. And this one, I love this little guy because, I don't know, he just made me laugh. And it's so simple. If you're looking for a fast and fun page to do, you just paint a circle. I took a toothpick and just, flung the paint out this way. Some pen markings for the legs and beak and little hair tufts and a wild tail, and we're good. I kind of wish I would have made him the first page because wouldn't that have been cute on here? And then like he's looking forward to seeing what comes in here. This one, I'm not going to talk about every single page in detail, but I'm just telling you real quick. This guy, I told you in this tutorial how I'm doing pine trees now and how it makes them so simple to do. So you might want to check that out. And just FYI, this one, and this one are all in the same video. Okay, moving right along. Super simple dragonfly, little Valentine. This was a fun little tutorial, I guess. I inspired by Beck and Rose on Instagram. She is like the chicken queen. I call her that. I don't think she calls herself that. And then I try to do a couple chickens in my own style. I did some just very loose flowers. I did the yellow splotches first, and then I just kind of very loosely sketched in some lines. This was another fun artist that I follow. I follow her on YouTube, Krista Irene Art, and she is just masterful at faces, at just super fun, loose faces. And when I painted these three, I was following, I can't remember if I was following her video tutorial, but I was definitely looking at her book that you can buy. It's like $10. I mean, $9.99 for a little booklet that she sells that you can download. You can have it right away, and she just kind of goes step by step. And then I tried one on my own. I really like the flower on that one. And I like how this cheek turned into a heart. I did not do that intentionally. And then I did just my own, trying to make it my own style, so I wasn't trying to replicate hers. This tulip I did for a tutorial, and then when I finished it, realized that I didn't hit record. So I did another one. There you go. This little guy, I love him so much. And I just literally at church on Sunday, a friend and I were talking after church, and she said, "Was that on purpose when you left the R out and made it like that?" And I said, "No, but this was the perfect painting for me to misspell something." And honestly, I wish I would have, oh, if you didn't see it, I left the R out. I left the second R out. So I came back and did that. But I really wish I would have just made the R backwards because that would have just gone even better with this painting, right? Okay, these were so fun to do. Lavender. fun technique in that video. I did not do a video on her. I was trying a darker skin tone, and I just have not mastered that yet. Anyway, I was practicing some faces again, but back to the questions I wanted to ask you about. Oh wait, before I do that, I have to tell you, right after I painted her is when I decided to stop painting on the left side of the pages, because you can see, like, you can see her outline. If I hold her up to the light, you can see like the whole painting. And it just was bothering me. All the paper's bumpy from the painting on the previous page. And maybe 100% cotton sketchbooks do that too. We're about to find out because I bought one. So we will see. But back to the question that I have for you. So I've heard lots of artists say like, no, your sketchbook, it needs to be messy, and you need to play, and you just have to be able to just make ugly things and messy things and be free. And I was for a very long time, because I've heard this over and over, and I'm like, yeah, I need to get to that point that I can do that. But then I also thought, but messy is not freeing to me. So maybe that's just not my style. We'll see. As I progress through different sketchbooks, we will see. I'm going to see if I can adjust the light a little bit. It's like sunny, then cloudy, then sunny, then cloudy. That's okay. But anyway, I would like to know your thoughts. Is your sketchbook messy? Do you like it messy? Do you like it clean, more polished? I don't consider my sketchbook polished by any means, but I've seen some sketchbooks that are incredibly polished and beautiful to me, like just gorgeous, cover every speck of white that you see on here with backgrounds, and they're really pretty. But anyway, curious to hear your thoughts or see them in the comments if you're willing to share that. The other question I have for you is, what do you call it? Do you call yours a sketchbook when it's mostly paintings, or if you use markers or whatever? I'm curious because I kind of lean towards sketchbook because that seems to be what everybody calls it. But, maybe some of these are considered sketchy or whatever. But, for the most part, I use watercolors. And so I've heard people call them art journals, sketchbooks, a watercolor journal. Curious what you think. This Bible verse was in my mind, and so I just painted a little couple birds to go along with it. Encourage one another and build each other up. 1 Thessalonians 5:11. And this one, I just saw this quote somewhere, and so I thought I'd paint some flowers to go along with it. And it just says, a flower does not think of competing with the flower next to it. It just blooms. I thought those fun flowers being themselves was kind of a nice compliment to that. Oh, I love this one. This, it's probably one of the most simple ones in the book, but I just love it. I love tea kettles. Oh, it's actually inspired by one of my coffee mugs. I'm going to grab it so I can show it to you. And here it is. I feel like maybe I've shown it to you before, but anyway, I just love this. I love this mug. I just think it's so pretty and simple as can be, but I would love to have that tea kettle in my house. Bring it up closer for you. This is another one of my favorites in the book just because it's so simple. Okay, you know how I told you back here that with the tulip I forgot to hit record when I did that one, so I had to do another one. I was just editing this video, this sketchbook flip through, and somehow the video ends right here. So I get to repeat myself for the remainder. It is fun being a rookie, let me tell you. Okay, this was a fun one, really, for real fun. This is from one of my friends here on YouTube, Watercolor with Megan. And she had a video in which she painted, I have to remember now, probably 12 of these, 9 or 12 of these little scenes similar to this, little tent scenes. And she was in that video testing different papers, different quality of papers. So that was really cool. But I just thought that was a fun little picture to paint. And all of the artists that I've mentioned in this video, I will link them in the description so you can go check them out as well. Yeah, I think just getting back to talking about what a sketchbook should or shouldn't be, I think the most important thing is to have fun. Like, if messy is fun for you, then go be messy. If doing one with like a gorgeous background, a landscape, is fun, do it. If you want to just doodle some fish and splatter some paint, do that too. I've also heard a couple people say what a waste of paper it is to not paint on this side, but I told you why I'm not doing that right now. And honestly, I like the look of it being clean over here. So even if my 100% cotton sketchbook that I'm going to use next, even if that looks clean on this side, I don't know. I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to try to not compare myself to other people. Because really when people were talking about like, no, you have to be free. It needs to be messy. It needs to be this. I kind of thought to myself in a moment of insecurity, like, I'm not good enough yet. I'm just not good enough. I need to be free, and I'm not free enough. But I just thought, wait a minute. I think we have a different definition of freedom. That's all. So there's my non-messy, clean paper on the left, and it makes me happy. Okay, hearts. You might think, girl, that is not art. That's just a bunch of hearts. But talk about free. I just felt so carefree when I did this one because it's simple. I didn't have to use a lot of brain power. And I just got to doodle some hearts and color them in. So that was a fun page. Loving this page because it reminds me of fall, my second favorite season. Sketch some little birds. And oh yeah, this is where I got on a little bird kick here. Plus I just wanted to finish the sketchbook so badly because I want to try my 100% cotton sketchbook. Now, could I have just not finished the sketchbook? Maybe, but my brain wanted me to finish it. So I had 8 pages left, but then counting the back of one of the pages, I had 9 birds I wanted to do. Initially, I wanted to do the fruit of the spirit, but then it just felt weird. After I got all the birds drawn and painted, the fruit of the spirit just didn't match. So I decided to name them because I miss doing my animals that I used to at minimum name, and then I would also come up with stories and characteristics about them. So Lovebug Lucy here. And we've got Dancing Daisy. Peaceful Polly. Poor old nervous Ned. Helpful Henrietta. Mayor Morton. And loyal Loretta. Forgetful Franny. And last but not least, tender-hearted Tilly. Okay, that does it for that sketchbook. It was fun, some of them, but I'm excited to move on to 100% cotton, which I thought this was in the first place, but I was mistaken. So I'm excited to move on to the next one. Let me show you. I did purchase, this is 100% cotton. So now it was an inexpensive 100% cotton one on Amazon, so I still have reservations. I just bought this, I don't even know, a few weeks ago maybe. And probably at least a couple months ago, I bought a set of these that are not 100% cotton, and they're only 110 pound, which I'm just a little bit leery about. So I decided I'm going to start with this one and I'll save these maybe for, I don't know, another project sometime. But yes, I am very excited to start in the 100% cotton book soon. But until then, I just want to say thank you for coming along for this sketchbook tour today. And if you want to see more pages, if you want to follow along with sketchbook tutorials, if you want to see the first sketchbook tour I did, that is all found on my Sketchbook Fun playlist. And I will go ahead and link that in the description so you don't have to search for it or anything like that. And again, I just want to thank you for being here. And if you enjoy this kind of fun, whimsical, and fast artwork, I hope that you will consider subscribing if you're not already. And then you can be notified each time that I post a video, which is right now twice a week. Okay, take care, and I hope to see you in the next video.